Welcome to the Mathematical Methods Simulation. In this module, you'll play 3 games to help you investigate the laws of probability and determine the right combination of people and decisions to increase your probability of winning a prize or achieving a result. To play the Pick a Pair game, click on the Sim tab, and then click on the Pick a Pair button. Pick a Pair has 3 parts to it: Pick a Pair planets, Pick a Pair cards, and Pick a Pair birthdays. You will want to do the simulations in that order. With these 3 simulations, you want to find the smallest group of people needed in order to have a 50-50 chance that 2 people will pick the same thing. Start with the planet sim. Here you want to guess the minimum size of a group needed so that when each person picks their favorite planet, there is a 50% chance that 2 people will pick the same planet. The way to do this is through trial and error. Begin by guessing how large of a group of people you will need. Enter that number between 2 and 40 in the text field in the upper right-hand corner next to how many in this group, and then press the Start button to start the trial. You will get to see the number of people who chose each planet. After the first trial, the Start button will change to the Next button. Click on the Next button for each of the following 9 trials. After that, the trials will run automatically until 50 trials are completed. Continue experimenting with how large or how small of a group you need until you have found the right size for the outcomes to be at a minimum of 50%. Once you have found the right size group you need to have reached 50%, experiment to find what happens when you increase or decrease the group number. After completing Pick a Pair planets, move on to Pick a Pair cards by clicking on the Cards button. This simulation is much like Pick a Pair planet. You want to find out the smallest amount of people in a group needed in order to have a 50% chance that 2 people in the group will pick the same card from a deck of playing cards. Begin by choosing what size group you would like to test, and enter the number between 2 and 40 in the text field next to how many in the group. Click the Start button to begin the trial. Cards that have been chosen by others will be highlighted. Yellow cards represent that one other person chose the card, and blue cards represent if 2 or more people chose the card. After the first trial, the Start button will change to the Next button. Click on the Next button for each of the following 9 trials. After that, the trials will run automatically until 50 trials are completed. Again, your goal is to find out the minimum amount of people in a group needed to have a 50% chance that at least 2 people will choose the same card. Continue to experiment to find the size of the group needed to have at least a 50% outcome. When you have completed Pick a Pair cards, move on to Pick a Pair birthdays by clicking on the Birthdays button. This simulation is like the other Pick a Pair sims. You want to find the smallest number of people in a group needed in order to have a 50-50 chance so that 2 people in the group will have the same birthday. Begin by choosing what size group you would like to test, and enter that number between 2 and 40 in the text field next to how many in the group. Click on the Start button to begin the trial. Calendars will come up on the screen, and if there are any matches, they will be orange. You will see that the Start button has changed to the Next button, and after clicking on it for the next 9 trials, it will run the trial automatically until 50 trials are completed. Continue to run the trials until you have found the smallest group needed to have at least a 50% chance that 2 people in the group share the same birthday.